What's up, guys? It's your boy Dark Lane. We're going to continue some Claymore. We're in scene. We're on chapter 65, Joined by Souls, part 1. It starts off basically that we start off with a new character who's in Pieta. Pieta. Now, was this years ago? Or is this soon after the battle? Comes to find out, this was 7 years ago. The war with the 24 warriors versus all those awakened beings was 7 years ago in manga time. So we have a new character. She's taking her role. She's basically going through the same thing Claire went through when she had to join up with and help Miriam, Deneva, and Helen fighting an awakened being. Basically, the same thing happened with her. She's late to the assembly point. Once she makes it to town, it's cold. She's dressed up as if she's still human. So, is she human or is she not? Surprisingly, she's still a Claymore. It's just she's a failed experiment to the point where she still has color. Because most of all other females are like, their hairs is like bleached, blonde, or gray, or whatever color it's supposed to be. I never knew that. I thought it was just like, I know that once you become half human, half Yoma, you lose your color. You know, you become silver-eyed witches, basically what humans call it. But their hair, I never thought about their hair color, which is gray, silver. And so they lose their hair color. They lose their eye color. They lose their pigmentation too, for human wise. So they don't gain all that stuff back until they become awakened beings, which is very unsubtle. But yes, they come across. She appears. She joins the assembly point. There are 3 others waiting for her. She's late, and a couple of people ask her to remove her hood and trying to figure out, okay, what's going on with this. Finds out she's Clarice. So close to Claire. And she's ranked number 47. Now, my question is, what happened to Claire, Helen, and Denham, and Mira? Did they die? Because once we went through, I think it was chapter 60, they ain't said nothing else about them no more. So I'm like, are they dead, or are they somehow keeping their Yoki, their Yoma levels super low, or what? Because Rocky is still with Easy. Well, before Easy made the battle in chapter 63, I think. Before, while Easy was battling with Lucy, Rocky is hanging with Priscilla. So we don't know I don't know if they're gonna ever meet up or not. So but yes, we're gonna go back. That's like 7 years from that point, from the Battle of Pieta. So now I come to find out she's a failed experiment. Clarice is a failed experiment. She still has color. She's still pretty much human. She can't even keep her body from being cold in the north. While she's still wearing like a hood, a jacket, like in that possibility. And just like higher ranks they always talk down about the lower levels, and they know what the organization is doing. They probably just let us pretty much send her out there to die, basically. And so she's in shock. Clarice is in shock. She's trying to ask some questions. They are ignoring her. They're ready to go into battle to kill off some awakened beings that are in the north. Come to find out, Clarice asked some questions, and they started explaining that the organization has changed their consensus plans and all that. They turned their obstruction. They consider awakened beings much different than they do Yoma. So once they get information, they send them out there. They just send Claymores out there to kill them. That's it. But in the middle of the process, in the middle of all the explanation, a awakened being appears. It's like a giant arachnid, giant bug. He has a weird technique. So Clarice, I said Claire. Clarice gets knocked out, but she didn't get hurt. It's just she got knocked out unconscious for a while. Um, and now the other starts to strike. One of the now I don't know. They never explained the names of these three claymores that struck, but one of them she has a secret technique called Shadow Hunter, which basically means she can just close her eyes. Her sword is once it's drawn, it finds a Yoma or an awakened being's Yoma energy and it tracks it. It keeps slicing until it gets to a point it kills its enemy. Basically, I said that's probably one of the most awesome. That means you should just let it go and let it fight on its own. It's like it's doing some magician thing, like whoop, and just watch it ting 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 ting. Because if it's not gonna stop until it kills his opponent or until their opponent hits zero. I mean their energy is extinguished. Man, then there's no choice for it. But they just next you know, but yeah, they strike this one awakened being that's striking, and two others struck his arm, cut off his arm, and the final one was on her way to slicing off his head before they were struck by two other two other awakened beings, and now they basically came in and injured those to the point they're close to death because their Yoma injury was low. Once they did it, because they're actually at a point now, they know that the organization is planning to target them now. So, but it gets to a point those awakened beings were about to eat Clarice because they said she's basically about her not being fully transformed. She's pretty much eatable. She still tastes like human. She still has human flesh. But one of them gets struck down by I don't know who. Once they struck him down, all other get wiped out. They never showed in the manga who or what they were striking from. There's blades and stuff, other arrows or something coming in out of nowhere. So those awakened beings are pretty much dead now. Clarice wakes up. She noticed that her friends, well, the other Claymores, they're okay. Their Yoma levels are low, so they're probably attack her. So it takes them time to heal. But she's trying to figure out what happened in the process because she was knocked out unconscious, and she comes across the swords from the leftover claymores from the Battle of Pieta. And she's trying to figure out how and what happened. Like, who did all of this? And basically, that's the end. That's a quick little sequence. There wasn't much going on in that. So, like I said, I don't know who the other claymores were. They never say their names in the manga. They just had them just to strike out a fight. Man. So, yeah. So, if y'all like the video, y'all know what to do. And Dark Light will catch y'all next time. Cheerio.